Welcome to the Soul Contract. I am just in awe of your commitment and your dedication and your promise to yourself to show up here and to do the work. And I'm just so honored to be a part of your journey with you. So as you are aware, this was divinely inspired for me. It was something that God told me to do. I'm highly intuitive, so I'm always receiving information. Actually, let me rephrase. We are all highly intuitive, but when you choose to tap in, you can hear the messages in a way that they're very clear. And because I hear them so clearly, I then commit to follow through because they're divinely led. They're inspired by the part of me that is spirit, by my higher self, by the part of me that knows and sees the clear picture. So I was told that I had to create this. I was told that it had to be free. I was told that it was going to be incredibly serving. I knew exactly what I had to teach and I knew how to show up. So I am here, I am doing my bit, I am showing up, and I am honored that you have chosen to show up as well for yourself, so that we can continue expanding, which is our purpose here, which is also what I'm going to be talking about in this 10 module course. 10 modules. I do not have another course that is 10 modules long. And at first I was like, that is crazy. But then I was like, no, G, it's what people need. And it's what you have the knowledge to deliver, right? And by knowledge, I don't mean I know more than anyone. No, I've just been able to translate the messages in a way that I can interpret and then apply. And then obviously through that application process, I can then teach it to others so that they can then interpret and apply. And that is the cycle. It's each a ripple, each a ripple, each a ripple. The more I share, the more then you share, the more our earth expands, the universe expands, the ever expanding universe. So already within the last, 2 minutes and 20 seconds, you have a little taste of what I'm like. So if you don't resonate with me right now, you probably won't resonate for the next 10 modules. But if you do, then stick around because it's going to be so incredibly fun. I was going to do an intro video separate, but I thought I would make module 1 intro video to start off with. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Gregoria, but everyone calls me G. I am a spiritual teacher and mindset coach and absolutely passionate about my work. A lot of people and a lot of clients that I come across often have areas in their life where they're just not sure about. And I too have areas in my life where I'm just not sure about, but my career is not one of them. I know that this is exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. And it may not necessarily always be that way, but I know right now I'm doing what I need to be doing and I'm really good at it. And knowing that, having that sense of conviction within self is incredibly fulfilling because it allows me to show up in a way that I'm completely unafraid because I know this stuff. I know it like the back of my hand. Actually, I know it better than the back of my hand. I don't know the back of my hand that well, right? That's a silly metaphor. Anyway, regardless, I know it incredibly well and I'm so passionate about it. And I asked God for a message. I said, how can I serve more? How can I serve more? How can I show up fully? How can I give more? Right? And I know we do what we do because we need to make money and we need to survive and we want to grow and expand in that way financially and through our career attaching to the idea of success, whatever that looks like for you. But I also wanted to be incredibly serving. So every day I wake up and I always ask myself, how can I serve more? How can I serve more? And this particular day, my heart had expanded. It was the day that Kobe Bryant passed away and all the people that were on the helicopter, and something shifted. And I was just like, how can I show up more? How can I show up more? And then this was revealed to me and I said, and done. And so it is, and so it will be. And so I'm showing up for you today. So what I basically want to do is I have my little notebook, everything that I use to map out the soul contract. So the name The Soul Contract came to me in a meditation months ago, and I knew that it was going to be a program. I just didn't know it was going to be this program. And then when this program revealed itself to me, I was like, it's The Soul Contract, because it was part of my soul mission to be here. and I had to deliver this to you in this time, space, reality, this present moment right now. And if you're on the other side of this and you're taking all of this in, it was part of your soul contract to be here to absorb this so then you can go and do whatever you needed to do in your lifetime. So how powerful and incredible is that we are co-creating together. So magic, magic, magic. All right, so the themes for the soul contract are alignment. Alignment is everything to me. I teach 2 principles. 1 is self-awareness, 2 is alignment. Because a lot of the time we're doing things so unintentionally or so unaware of them that we then don't have the power to change them or shift them. So I teach self-awareness. I teach you to be aware of your behavior. I teach you to be aware of your thoughts, aware of your feelings. And through that awareness, I then regain my power. So then I can choose to shift, or I can choose to continue on that path, right? And evolve and expand and all the other magical words you can think of. And then step number 2 is once I'm aware, I can then focus on alignment, because alignment is being in harmony with the universe. Alignment is being in my natural state of being, the being that I was born in, the being that I am of. I am of source. I am of love. And I want to maintain the vibration of love. And I do that through a sense of alignment. Now, to be clear, we are always in alignment unless we're resisting alignment. Right? I used to say that these are the things you can do to get yourself into alignment. And then one day through meditation, God came to me and said, gee, you're always in alignment. The only time you don't feel like you're in alignment is when you're resisting your own alignment. And that's why you feel the discord. That's why you feel the negative emotions. That's why you feel uncomfortable. Okay, because you're resisting your natural state of being. And the perfect analogy that I heard from Abraham Hicks one time was, imagine a glass of water right now, and you had a cork and you were pushing that cork down. That's resistance. If I were to move my finger, what would happen to the cork? It would bounce right back up. You don't need to try and be in alignment. You are in alignment. It's your natural state of being. You want to bob up and down happy. Okay, but instead you put so much pressure on yourself. You put all of these limiting thoughts and beliefs. You have social conditioning that's happened throughout your lifetime and maybe past lifetimes. And because of that, it feels heavy. It feels uncomfortable. It feels negative. So we're going to work on realizing the resistance that's present in our lives and then shifting from that resistance. Self-care and self-love and the importance of them. If I don't honor myself, I cannot honor the world. All right, it is incredibly important to me. I wake up every single day and I check in. Am I in alignment today? Do I feel like my natural state of being? And if I don't walk out my door. I don't go hang out with my friends because I know that I'm not in alignment. If I don't practice self-care first, then I can't show up for anyone. So it's incredibly important. Contrast and expansion. Throughout this course, I'm going to talk a lot about contrast and expansion and why it is incredibly serving. And by contrast, I mean things that don't necessarily feel good. Those negative feelings, those negative experiences. And again, when I use the word negative, every experience is neutral. It doesn't have a connotation until we attach one to it. And when I say negative, I just want you to understand that I'm referring to something that doesn't feel good to us. It's going to be very personal because it's about perception, and nothing has to be negative. Everything is an opportunity to learn and grow. And the contrast then leads to expansion, which I'm going to talk about later on today. That is everything. They are the main themes. Now, I have based this course on the Wheel of Life. So the Wheel of Life has a number of themes, those which I will read out to you right now. You have health and fitness, spirituality, money, finances, career, business, social, friends and family, love, romance, personal growth, hobbies, recreation and fun, and physical environment. So you will have a module dedicated to each of them. There is one workbook available for all of the modules, downloadable from the course homepage. Please download that and work on it throughout your video consumption. So as you're taking this in and writing down your notes, you're also able to apply and do the work in the workbook. It's all related and all available to you for free. And I'm excited to get started. So I will get started on module 1 now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. I made a commitment to you, and I know you made a commitment to yourself, and I promised to live up to my end of the deal, and I know that you've promised to live up to your end of the deal as well. So I love you incredibly much, incredibly deeply, and I am here to support you on this journey. And so it is. Okay, so module 1, I've titled it the soul contract because I basically want you to understand the premise for this entire course. The first thing I'm going to say, my favorite statement, well, one of my favorite statements, is that energy is everything and everything is energy. And once you understand that from a scientific perspective, then you can apply it in a very spiritual application. So everything is energy, everything has a vibration, everything is constantly moving. And because everything has a vibration, it emits a certain frequency. And if we tune in to the certain frequencies, we can then come to their realization. So for example, the reason I can see a table over there, I can see a chair, I can see the camera in front of me, you can see the device that you're holding right now, is because we are tuned into the 3-dimensional frequency. And because we're tuned into the 3-dimensional frequency, we've come to the realization of that which is 3-dimensional. That doesn't mean that all the frequencies aren't always being emitted. Think of a radio station. If I'm tuned into 101.9 FM, I can then realize or hear 101.9 FM and the frequency that's being transmitted. But that doesn't mean that simultaneously 90 AM isn't also being transmitted, or 100.3 FM is also being transmitted. All the frequencies are constantly being transmitted, but I have to tune into a certain frequency in order to come to the realization of it, all right? So I incorporate a lot of the laws of the universe in my teachings. I'm not necessarily going to touch on them all in this course, or maybe even bring them up at all. They may come up, but a lot of my teachings come from the belief attached to the laws of the universe because I believe them with complete conviction. Just like I believe in the law of gravity, it's the same thing to believe in the law of attraction, the law of divine oneness, the law of polarity, all of these different laws of the universe, because for me, they are the ultimate truth. Now, I talked to you a little bit about alignment. Alignment precedes everything. Okay, so if I'm not in alignment, then everything that follows my behavior from that day will make me feel a sense of unalignment, right? So it's very important for me to do things that I'm in alignment with. And alignment comes from a place of intuition. So when I receive an intuitive nudge, it feels good to me because it's come from an aligned place. It's come from my harmony with the universe. It's come from a place where I've already surrendered my thoughts. Okay, so the first important thing to understand is why we are here. Why did we choose the human experience? Why did I choose to come here? Why did I choose to show up? Why did I choose to deal with half the shit that comes with the human condition? And that's because our purpose here is expansion. Expanding into more of ourselves. So we come from love, and to love we shall return. And our journey here is an expression of love with the intention to expand the love that we are. And we do that by realizing the love that we are. So here's the thing. If I was always happy and in alignment and in my state of well-being, I don't expand from that experience. I don't grow. I don't become more of myself. I just go along feeling joy all the time, feeling that sense of ecstasy, not expanding. But it's through the contrast, those negative, and again, negative experiences, those things that make me feel the discord, those things that make me feel separation, those things that make me feel uncomfortable, that birth desire, right? So when I experience the contrast, I then realize, actually, this is not what I want to be feeling. I'm reminded of what I want to experience. So I plant the seed of desire. I don't enjoy this. This doesn't feel good to me. So I want to experience X. And then through that, I then refocus on becoming X. I work to remove the resistance to X, to move that cork along, to move my finger so the cork can bounce back up. I focus on alignment. And once I'm in alignment, I then come to the realization of resulting in the expansion of that which I am. So that is our purpose here. There is no more than and no less. So how we choose to expand is completely up to us. All right, now we do have soul contracts. Our soul has chosen certain experiences because that would be most serving to us in this human flesh suit that we chose for this time, space, reality for this lifetime. Okay, so there are soul contracts. There are things that we chose to experience based on the evolution of past lives as well, but that's not important for now. All you need to know is that each of us have free will. People always say, what am I supposed to do as a career? What feels good to you? What feels good to you? There is no one reason. Messages had to come through me. I had to deliver certain things, but the medium I use to deliver that actually doesn't matter. Right now, I'm a coach. I'm writing a book. Eventually, I'm going to be an author. Eventually, I may be more of a speaker than I am a coach or a writer. Eventually, I may be on TV. Maybe I'll turn into an actress. Maybe I'll turn into the president. Who knows? Well, I won't, but it doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter how, but I know that the message needs to come through me regardless. So whatever you're doing, let it be something that brings you joy, okay? But my purpose here is for expansion. It's why I chose to be here. And the goal of life is to show up fully. Am I living fully every day? Am I choosing to expand in every moment? Am I choosing to savor the human three-dimensional experience? Because I can live by default. I can wake up every day, do my routine, and just live every day the same until I die, right? Or transition into spirit again and then choose to come back again. But instead, how can I really live this experience? Because in spirit, it's bliss and it's beautiful. But I chose this roller coaster ride. Why do you get on a roller coaster? Why do you eat dessert? Why do you sign up for things that thrill you? It's because you want to savor the experience. I want to savor this experience. I wanted to smell roses. I wanted to listen to birds chirp. I wanted to be at the beach and immersed in the ocean. I wanted to build connections with people. I wanted to express what's within me, my own divinity. I wanted to realize my own divinity through that expression and that expansion. I wanted this experience. And with that comes the need for self-care. Self-care, because if I'm not showing up for myself, I cannot show up fully. I cannot live fully because I'm not honoring myself and my own experience. And what you come to realize through the law of divine oneness is there are no others. You are me, I am you. So first I need to show up for me. And when I can show up fully for myself, I then see myself within you. And then I can show up fully for you. And then I can show up fully for the entire world. Right? If I treat myself right, the byproduct of that is I'm going to treat everyone right because everyone is me. Everyone is me. And self-love is incredibly important because it honors the human experience. I am so grateful to be here. I am so grateful to show up every day. I'm so grateful for this experience and this journey. And I do that through self-love. And self-care is different to self-love. Self-care are self-care practices, nurturing my vessel, eating the right foods, moving my vessel, exercising, reading, taking in, connecting with people. But self-love is being able to say every day, look in the mirror and be like, you are a goddess. You are of the divine. You are love, and to love you shall return. And your journey here is an expression of love. You are incredibly powerful. No one is better or worse than you. You are all here for a divine purpose. You're an integral piece of the puzzle. You're an integral part of the web, and without you, this reality ceases to exist. All of us are important. You're here for a divine mission, and your divine mission is that of expansion, and how you choose to do that is completely up to you. You have the power to create the life that you desire through your memory of your divinity. All right, that is an expression of self-love, and it is so nurturing. And the thing is we are our biggest critics. We are incredibly hard on ourselves sometimes. And it's important that we have these moments where we remind ourselves that that is not serving. That is not serving. I break myself down all the time, and that is not serving because I am not showing up fully for myself. And if I don't show up fully for myself, I cannot show up fully for you. So instead, I'm honoring this experience. I chose this vessel. I chose this face. I chose this experience. And whatever it looks like, it's enough. It is enough. It is enough. And if I break it down, it becomes incredibly powerful. What do my fingers allow me to do? What do my hands allow me to do? What do my arms allow me to do? What does my heart allow me to do? What does my head allow me to do? What does my hair allow me to do? And so on and so on and so on, honoring this human experience. Okay, so what to expect from this course? Expect This is probably a longer video than all the rest of them, but short videos, very tangible, something to take in each time. It's going to be very specific. I already told you the topics. I am so excited about this. Now, for those of you here and those of you who are already resonating with my message, I do have a paid one-on-one coaching program available that's called the Sacred Wisdom Within. It is 10 weeks working one-on-one with me. So obviously this experience is incredible because you get to take in all of this content for free and do the work on your own in your own time. But if you do want a more hands-on experience, if you want me coaching you and guiding you so you can get there faster, not that you can't get there on your own, you can, but to get there faster through my tools and techniques, all the links are available on the course homepage. You can click, you can have a look, read all of the information. It is there available to you, the Sacred Wisdom Within. But otherwise, I will see you on the next video, module 2. I just did this, which is module 4, but module 2, I am so excited. I love you, and so it is. Here's to expansion, here's to love, here's to all that is. I love you.